Greetings and welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast. In this podcast, we'll dive deep into reparenting, exploring all of the tools and resources that you'll need to help you along your journey. This podcast is divided into 3 sections. The first is a daily reading. The second is a discussion of the reading followed by suggested journal prompts. And the last section is a peaceful meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us today. I'm so glad that you're here as we continue on this journey of self-expansion and growth. If this is your first time, welcome. Before we dive in, a quick reminder. Like, share, and subscribe to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Your support here helps spread the word and grow this community of self-reparenting. Now for a few updates. First, I'm excited to introduce our Patreon community, where for a small monthly fee, you can join us for 3 weekly reparenting support meetings. Sundays, we have a guided meditation for emotional grounding. On Tuesdays, we have a book club discussion for deeper discussions and growth. And on Thursdays, we have open topic conversations for real-time support on any topics that may come up. You can find all of the details about what's included in this community by going to the Reparenting Daily website and checking out the community tab. In addition, we now have a WhatsApp support group, a global network of fellow travelers available anytime you need encouragement, guidance, or a simple connection. This is just one of the many ways we're building a strong, supportive space for your reparenting journey. The next announcement is that I've just released my first few books. The first is the Reparenting Daily Journal, a structured 365-day guide to help you work through reparenting day by day. Starting in 2025, each month focuses on a key theme with weekly sub-themes. The Reparenting Daily podcast episodes align with the journal, making it an interactive and immersive experience to help you stay focused and ensure real progress this year. Now for the next announcement, I'm thrilled to introduce Fairy Tales for Reparenting Daily, a collection of 3 books inspired by Jungian analysis, mythology, philosophy, psychology, and most importantly, the work of Marie-Louise von Franz. These short, simple stories are designed to help you reconnect with your inner child and experience healing through storytelling. What makes these books unique? Well, at the end of each story, there's a deep dive analysis exploring its themes, explored by journal prompts to help you reflect on how these lessons relate to your personal journey. All of these books are now available on Amazon, so go ahead and take a look and support this project. Reparenting is a journey of growth, iterative change, and continuous improvement. Much like nurturing the bonsai tree, it requires patience, care, consistency, and attention. Thanks for being here and supporting this work, and for committing on your journey of self-expansion. Now, without further ado, let's dive into today's practice. Today's article is a reading from Helen Snape. It's a blog entitled The Foundations of Confidence, Trusting Yourself. As always, you can find a link in the show notes, and I will just read a portion, but I encourage you to check out the entire article. Just as a reminder, this is March, and the theme for this month is Building Self-Trust and Confidence. We're in week 1, which is March 1st to the 7th, and the theme for this week is Understanding the Foundations of Self-Trust. There are 2 distinct layers to confidence: our belief in our own abilities and the trust we have in ourselves. The top layer is our belief in our own abilities, which grow as we assess what we need to learn, experiment. We seek opportunities to try out what we are learning, and we commit to keep learning. It's like building a house, one brick at a time. But if we lack confidence in ourselves, then when we exercise an ability and make a mistake or we receive criticism, even that confidence in our ability is knocked because we lack the firm foundation of self-trust. A lack of trust in yourself can be easy to cover up or ignore for a while. But we can all think of people, maybe ourselves, who are great at what they do, but are riddled with doubts and self-criticism. If we don't trust ourselves, we don't have that firm foundation to build on. When we have built that foundation, we can make a mistake or hear criticism and our confidence remains intact. That foundation to confidence is trusting ourselves. So how do we do that? How to develop trust in yourself? Number 1, get to know yourself. Trust grows the more we know someone. You need to know yourself. And here, I'm talking about your true self, not the roles you play in your life, such as a parent, an employee, a friend, a child, or a sibling. Learn what you truly love and what you hate. Think back on when you were a child and what you loved to spend time doing. Make a list of what you were good at and what is important to you. These are all pieces of the puzzle that is you, and you need to know them to inform how you feel in any given situation. They will help you make choices that are right for you. They will help you reference yourself more accurately. You become more in tune with yourself, which will foster greater trust. Stop listening to everyone else. Your opinion is what matters most. When we are brought up to be seen and not heard, we let others' opinions in far too easily. Choose who you want to listen to. You can choose not to listen to the critics in your life. And even when you do listen to a comments of someone whose opinion you respect, still slow yourself down and evaluate what is being said before you let it land. Ask yourself what is true. Turn to yourself as the best source of knowledge about yourself. No one knows you like you do. Develop self-compassion. Trust takes time to build and is easily broken. We can give ourselves a hard time for years about choices we've made in the past that we will now view as wrong or stupid. Learn to talk to yourself as you would your best friend. Remember that what you knew back then was different to what you know today. Have self-compassion for any mistake you have made in the past and try not to judge them by who you are and what you know today. Thank you. And that's the reading for today. Welcome back. Welcome back. Building a foundation of self-trust is crucial for personal growth, emotional resilience, as well as any healing. As this reading highlights, confidence is not just about external skills or abilities. It is rooted in a deep trust in ourselves. Without this foundation, any mistakes, failures, or criticisms can shake our sense of worth, leaving us feeling inadequate or doubting our abilities. Trusting ourselves means knowing who we are beyond our external roles, honoring our own opinions over outside voices, and practicing self-compassion when we fall short. This is what allows us to navigate life's challenges without losing our sense of self. In the context of reparenting, rebuilding self-trust is one of the most transformative steps towards healing. Many of us were raised in environments where our emotions were dismissed, our choices criticized, or our voices were silenced. As a result, we may have learned to doubt ourselves, seeking validation from others instead of looking inward. Reparenting teaches us to become the stable, supportive presence that we never had. When we trust ourselves, we no longer need constant external reassurance. And we become better equipped to handle setbacks, making aligned decisions, and releasing past regrets. By fostering self-trust, we reclaim our autonomy and heal the past wounds. This allows us to build a future where we feel secure in our own wisdom and choices. As we move on to the journal prompts today, number 1, reflect on a time when you doubted yourself but later realized you made the right decision. What does this experience teach you about trusting yourself? Number 2, what are 3 ways you can begin turning to yourself for guidance instead of seeking external validation? And number 3, if you could speak to your younger self, what words of encouragement would you offer to help them trust themselves more? Thanks for being here as always. Take care of yourself and please do be well. Welcome back. Now, this is the third and final section of the daily podcast. This is your silent meditation. Please find a space where you can be comfortable and undisturbed, where you can relax and spend some time with yourself for this 10-minute silent meditation. You can choose to be sitting, standing, lying down, or in whatever position makes you most comfortable today. Take a moment to simply be with yourself. Focus on your breath and gently connect with each part of your body. If thoughts arise, don't let them overwhelm you. Just observe them without attachment. Imagine them as leaves drifting down atop a river, passing by without needing your engagement. Stay present, grounded, and open to this moment, no matter what time of day you are listening and practicing this meditation. Namaste.